Alright guys, so we're going to be talking about some new controversy that is kind of breaking the internet right now and just going crazy regarding Joss Whedon and Justice League, more specifically the villain of Justice League, Steppenwolf. Now, if you guys know, the villain is played by Ciarán Hinds, who is from Game of Thrones. He's a pretty big actor, and I think that a lot of people were very happy by the casting initially, but then when they saw more and more kind of promo about what Steppenwolf would look like, they found out that he'd be all CGI, so essentially Ciarán Hinds was just there to do sort of mocap and then the voiceover for the character. Then when we saw more recent trailers and we saw what Steppenwolf was going to look like, and then we heard the reviews for the film that he was the weakest link, people were getting very skeptical about it, especially when they saw him in, clips from the movie and the footage. It looked very rough, the CGI was not polished or really believable in my opinion. And now it seems like things have gotten escalated even further because Joss Whedon, who was technically the co-director and co-writer of Justice League after he stepped in to help Zack Snyder with his film after Snyder had to go through a personal tragedy and stepped away from the project. So Joss Whedon last night liked a few tweets that were essentially calling Steppenwolf the terrible villain, the worst comic book villain ever put to film. And now the fans have kind of lost their minds about this because they're saying that on the one hand it's disrespectful that Whedon has liked tweets about this that are talking negative about the film that he worked on, but at the same time that he hasn't really put any promotion or talked about Justice League at all on his Twitter feed, while he has been talking about Thor Ragnarok. So a lot of people are upset about this. I don't really see the sides of it because it's kind of a similar scenario with Tony Gilroy, who stepped in to direct Rogue One after Gareth Edwards was taken off the project due to a lot of different creative things behind the scenes. Tony Gilroy was the same way. He wasn't participating in any of the Justice League press. He never really promoted the film on his media accounts or anything. So people are saying there's no reason for Joss Whedon to go on and talk about Justice League, but I can see both sides of it because it is a film that he's contributed to greatly, and why would he be posting or even liking things and talking bad about the film? It is a little weird, but at the same time I don't think it's necessarily bad. The person that actually posted the tweets is one of the writers for Vanity Fair. She just was basically saying Steppenwolf's the worst villain put to screen, here are some better villains, and she listed both Marvel and DC characters. So I think a lot of people are just kind of blowing this out of proportion, but what do you guys think? Do you think it's disrespectful for Whedon to be liking tweets dismissing Justice League, or do you think it's not that big of a deal? Drop all your thoughts down in the comments below, and for more updates on Justice League and the future of the DCU, be sure to subscribe to Hybrid Network. Thanks again for checking out this video. If you want to get even more updates from us, check out our social media platforms, our website for the latest news and editorials, and if you want to see our content get better, donate to us on Patreon for exclusive rewards.